These are all the books I've gotten over the past month, and honestly, I need another bookshelf. I'm running out of space, so IKEA, my DMs are open. Some of these were kindly gifted to me, some I bought, so let's go over them. The Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin. I've been recommended this by a few friends on here, so I went ahead and bought it. An early sci-fi novel, I believe, written in the 1980s about an anarchist who's a physicist that goes to another planet to kind of re-examine his own beliefs. It's supposed to be very thought-provoking, and I put it on my priority standalone TBR for this year, so I'm very excited for this. The House on the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I know this is an incredibly famous book. I was gifted this by my sister for Christmas. I don't read a ton of cozy fantasy unless you're counting Throne of Glass as cozy fantasy. It could be, I don't know. If anybody has read this, please let me know if you recommend it, if I should make it a priority this year. I've been lucky enough to first of all read Red Rising for the first time this year, and now I have all the books in the series and they've all been sent to me by friends. So thank you very much. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. This is just, I don't have any words. I've already showed this, but I got the Red Rising Deluxe Edition for Christmas by my parents, and it's a stunner. As well, I've had a couple friends on here send me Morningstar, Dark Age, and Lightbringer, so I love you guys. I'm so excited to continue. I'm trying to read a bit more classics this year, as the only one I read last year was Dracula, which I didn't like. But I went ahead anyways and bought Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, which I'm very excited for. I want to see it before I watch the movie. I don't know much about this, to be honest, but I'm trying to go in the books blind. This is definitely on my priority standalone TBR for this year. Oh my god, so many books! As well, for Christmas, my friend was gracious enough to get me 6 books. That's insane, guys! You can see the spines kind of have an order to them, which I think is so cool. And here is Sleepy Hollow, Dracula, which I've already read, but I might reread it. Classic horror tales, The Brothers Grimm, Frankenstein, and Edgar Allan Poe selected works. I'm very excited to get to these, and low-key, I was always obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe, so his short stories are just like the best. Look at this Edgar Allan Poe cover, isn't that sick? I also went ahead and bought The Once and Future King by T.H. White. I have been obsessed with these mass market paperbacks. I don't know why. I love them so much. The cover literally says the world's greatest fantasy classic, and it's basically a retelling of how King Arthur came into his kingship. I haven't seen or read too much King Arthur material, but I'm very excited for this. I have a couple books that are like retellings of King Arthur. I should really get to them. I also bought We by Yevgeny Zamyatin. It is a dystopian sci-fi novel, one of the first dystopian novels. It also inspired 1984 by George Orwell, and on the front, it says the best single work of science fiction yet written by Ursula K. Le Guin. Almost looks like a screenplay because it was written by a Russian playwright in 1921 and then it was translated to English. This is definitely priority standalone TBR for me this year. They're not in order. If you have read any of these books and you recommend to make them priority, please let me know. Happy reading. I love you guys. Bye.